Hey, how's it going? Whoa! Okay, I'll take that as good. Hang on, wait, this. Okay, we're good. So, guys, to tell you a little bit about myself, I do have a physical disability. It's a condition from birth called multiple congenital musculoskeletal abnormalities, or just better known, slightly fucked up. And I mentioned that A, because people can be a little curious about why I have the cane, and B, if you don't realize that I am disabled, the rest of these jokes are going to make me sound like a complete asshole. I just want to get out of the way. So, Morgan mentioned we are doing a show tomorrow night called Merry Christmas. I don't know if you guys know this, tomorrow actually is the UN's International Day of People with Disabilities. We have one day a year, it's awesome. The rest, they just hide us. One day a year we can come out. It's a little bit like zombies on Halloween. It's, I hope I remember that joke for tomorrow. I just thought that, awesome. Now obviously, slightly fucked up, Merry Christmas, not entirely politically correct. But I'm not a big fan of political correctness, and I'll tell you guys why. I find political correctness basically hides a bad attitude. Like honestly, if a girl says, oh, I can't go out with him because he's a person with a disability, or I can't go out with him because he's a cripple, either way I'm not getting laid. So it's a problem. Actually, here's an interesting thing, I don't know if you guys know this. In Denmark, there's actually a program where they call it sex regardless of ability. Basically, the government will pay for a prostitute to go visit a severely disabled person so that they can have sex.
Wow, awesome.
And yeah, like when I first heard that, and I'm like, I'm in the wrong fucking country, is what I thought. I mean, honestly, let's see Obama put that in Medicare, eh? That would be impressive. And then I was thinking, like, is that really the main thing you want to fight for, like, in terms of equality? But it was interesting. I was in Toronto, and I was going down the street. There was a couple of guys in front of me, and a prostitute tried to pick them up, and they continued walking. And then I come along, and she tried to pick me up, and I'm like, awesome equality, yes, I like it. We have overcome. Here's an interesting thing. I was at a shopping center, and they actually said, there was a sign that said wheelchair entrance. And I'm like, wheelchair entrance? I thought segregation was over. If they tell me that there's a wheelchair water fountain, I'm starting a march. You guys, I'm kidding. How the fuck am I going to start a march? What kind of... stairs in front of me, that's the end of the fucking march. I actually once told a friend that joke. He goes, yeah, Michael, that's right. We're going to make you sit on the back of the bus. I'm like, I'd be happy just to get on the fucking bus. It's actually, here's an interesting thing. The metro system in Montreal, they're actually working on putting elevators in all the metros. It apparently takes 2 years per metro, which basically means by the time I can get around everywhere by metro, I'll be too fucking senile to remember where I'm going. So guys, I do work. I mentioned that because I'm always shocked by people who are surprised I'm disabled and I work. And I found it weird, because like obviously I'm not going to do physical labor. Like I'm not going to go work in construction. Well, maybe for Ville de Montréal. I actually just saw that. Are we still allowed to make fun of construction? I don't think so, eh? Fuck, there goes my other leg. God damn it. That's not good. So actually now I'm ready, because when people are shocked I'm disabled and I work, I tell them, yup, I'm a fireman. Yeah, Jacob, it wasn't because they were posing for the calendar, it's because they had me to put out the fucking fire. Yeah, I told them not to bring me that place with stairs, but they just don't listen. But, and guys, one of the things I always say is that people with disabilities can do anything. I think it proves it that I managed to make it down here. Holy shit. And they promised me to put me on later in the show so I could have time to take a break. I was like napping in the back. Ladies, I wanted to address a little misconception because women tend to go for tall, dark, and handsome. Ladies, I think you should go for short, funny, and slightly fucked up. And, I realize that I may be biased, but hear me out on this. There's a statistic that 1 out of 3 people, 1 out of 3 women will have a prolonged disability before the age of 65. So basically, stick with me, I got you covered. And if I sleep with your sister, it's not cheating on you, it's protecting your family. I'm doing it for you. I'm kidding, I don't run around on women. But because I can't run. And if you want to make sure I can't run, just hide my leg. I'm not going anywhere. Which, by the way, did someone just say, oh, it's okay? No, her.
It was one of those two.
It was one of those.
One of the lesbians.
One of the lesbians?
One of the 2 lesbians.
Oh, okay. Dude, I saw you kissing one of them before, so that, way to go, buddy. That's nice. You're my hero. So yeah, so,
I don't have it.
what? You know about that thing? I don't have a disability? What an asshole, man. Okay, you realize now one of the lesbians has to kiss me, just so that that's a pretty right. Say thank you for pointing to each one. Oh, cool, I like this room, man. That was fucking... Yeah, fuck off, show off. I forgot where it was. So now, ladies, by round of applause, do you guys like shopping? Yeah? Awesome. Okay, so if you think a muscular guy can carry a lot of shit for you, you'd be amazed at the amount of shit I can take on my wheelchair. Not only am I a boyfriend, I'm also a pack mule. Thanks a lot, guys. Give it up for Michael Lifshitz, everybody.